So tight adductors can be a sign of glute med weakness. Why? And you know why? Because of reciprocal inhibition, actually. If somebody's adductors are overactive, they could be inhibiting that glute med. What else? Somebody who might be a little valgus on one knee, like the medial collapse of one knee, could be a sign of that glute med weakness. Dynamically, signs that you see. There's the Trendelenburg gait, which we talked about, where the hip shifts to the side. That's one side, and it's two sides that it can be. So there's that. You like that?
Yeah.
Also, just do an overhead squat for me then. Are you tired?
Yeah, that's good.
So do a normal overhead squat for me. When we cue squats, I hear a lot of trainers telling people to push their knees out, right? Can you do a squat again with a medial collapse? So how often do we see that?
Yeah.
So that's that weak glute med fighting over there. And then so when I assess somebody that I suspect has the glute med weakness, first I watch the way they walk. You don't have that Trendelenburg gait, so I'm not worried about you. But then we can also do a Trendelenburg test. So whenever you pair up and stand behind your partner, one person stand behind your partner. So the person in the front.
Stand behind you.
Yeah. Person in the front, what I want you to do is I want you to go from a double leg stance and go to a single leg stance. So the person in the back, did that person shift to one side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did that person's hip hike up?
I think so.
That's it.
Not now.
Did their hip drop on the other side? So Trendelenburg sign would be, if I stand on this leg, the hip would drop that way. So that indicates, that's a strong indication for a weak glute med. More subtly, people will do one of these things where they're here and they can't just lift their leg up. They have to like go this way and do that to try to fake it. And so there are people who do.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it.
So that's your left side.
Yep.
And do your right side. She's fighting it.
Fighting it.
But
Yeah.
do you see? Like, stand on your right leg again.
Yeah.
When she stands on her right leg, she lifts this leg up so that it doesn't drop. She lifts this hip up, so she may have some issues.
I think I do.
So I'm gonna grab a mat.
Well, there's some hip up there. Okay. Trendelenburg.
Vladimir Yanda is I guess he's a physical therapist out of the Czech Republic, and he developed a bunch of functional tests. And one of them is the hip abduction firing pattern. And it can tell you if somebody has a weak glute med,
Whatever you
if
do, don't
their
delete
TFL
anything.
dominant, if their TFL is taken over, if their piriformis is dominant, if QL is assisting in hip abduction. So let's do
Maybe in the
let's see your good
back.
leg first. Lay on your right side so that your left side is up. I want you to straight line. You're going to bend your bottom leg for a little support. Right there. And this leg's going to go there. And you are going to abduct to the right hand and back down. Did you notice anything, Matt?
Her hip is coming towards me.
Coming towards you, right? So I would assess that her piriformis might be doing some of the work for her. Oftentimes with piriformis, it'll go back, or the person will externally rotate. If the leg comes forward, then I would look more at TFL, because that TFL is one of the hip flexors, right?
It's overactive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yours, I think, is possibly piriformis on this, but this isn't even your bad leg. So let's flip over to the other side. Bend the bottom leg a little bit. Go a little more slowly for me. Put that there, and then close your eyes for me. Wait, and then slow.
Going forward.
Yeah, I think she's a little more TFL dominant on this side. And she's externally rotating a little bit, so she has two things helping. With the QL, the overactive QL, you'll see the person kind of shift their hip up, like kind of laterally flex right here to try to help that hip go up.
Interesting.
His knee is bent. That shortens the TFL, so it takes it out of its optimal length to do any work. So that's gonna put a little more emphasis back here. I see a lot of people put bands on their patients and do like a straight side to side like this. If they're TFL dominant, the TFL is gonna still do most of the work because it's at that optimum length for it to do the work. So when I do mini band work, I usually have people in a squat position. You in a squat position, right there. Good. So I want you to keep, let's say your left knee stable. Left knee does not move. We're gonna bring our right knee in and push our right knee back out. Do 10. You're down here, step out 2 inches with one, and together with 2 inches. And you go all the way across. Oh, you're whining, you just did 3 steps.
I also did a shitload of pains.
When?
If you do this work,
Are you guys feeling any burning on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go the other way.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And like when you're in that low squat position, let's take the TFL up. So squat a little lower. There you go.
So why the band around the ankle?
Just more resistance. I could do it. You could just do it just around the knees. You could do it just around the ankle. I wanted you guys to really feel it.
I mean, I do.
All right, turn face me now. We're gonna do, it's called a 2-inch run. So you're gonna get in a position like you're about to sprint. Good, make sure your toes are pointed forward so we're not tightening that piriformis. And you're gonna step forward 2 inches with the front leg and then catch up with the back leg. Point that tip forward.
Oh.
It's fun, right?
Woo.
And then, from when you get to the end, go backwards.
Wow. Yeah.
Step back.
Yeah, step back,
Oh.
step back, step back, step back.
See, now everyone knows what I'm whining about.